Now we can also use decimals and fractions with exponents as well. Number 6 says, write the expression in expanded form and then evaluate. We have 3.8 to the fourth power. Now the parentheses on there, all it does is keeps everything inside there together, so that we're not confused as to what the exponent goes with. It's not just with the 8, but with the 3.8. So that tells us in expanded form that 3.8 to the fourth power means 3.8 times 3.8 times 3.8 times 3.8. And if we were to evaluate that, we could use our calculators. We could take 3.8 exponent 4. If you're trying this along with your calculator, you should get 208.5136. Now number 7 wants us to write it in exponential form. Go the other way. Exponential form tells us to express it with exponents. So our base number, the number that we're multiplying, is 2.1, and we're multiplying it by itself twice. So I'm going to put parentheses around the 2.1 and put an exponent 2. Now we would say that is 2.1 to the second power. Or we could also say 2.1 squared. There's a quick way to do this on your calculator, but it can only be used with exponent 2. If you want to try it with me, you go 2.1, and there should be a button that looks like an x squared right below your exponent button that you had before, and then hit equals. And you'll find that it evaluates to 4.41. Remember, evaluate means to find the final answer. Okay, number 8, write the expression in exponential form and then evaluate. So we have 0.75 being multiplied by itself 3 times, exponent 3. If you evaluate that, you take 0.75, exponent 3, and you should get 0.421875. And we say that as 0.75 to the third power, but when there's an exponent 3, we can also say 0.75 cubed. Now I'm going to skip the next part, and I'm going to go to number 9. Show you how we can use exponents with fractions. Here it asks us to write the expression in exponential form, so we're going to be using an exponent, and then we got to evaluate. Well, we have 1/2 being multiplied by itself 3 times. Like with the decimals, we're going to put parentheses around it, and then we're going to put the exponent outside of that. So we have 1/2 cubed, or 1/2 to the third power. Now you can use your calculator to do that. I would put parentheses around the 1 ABC2 parenthesis, and then hit the exponent 3. But if you use your multiplying fractions, you know that you have to multiply numerator times numerator times numerator. So 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And denominator times denominator times denominator, 2 times 2 times 2, that is 8. So 1/2 to the third power evaluates to 1/8. Finally, we have the expression they want us to write it in expanded form. I mean, what does it mean? We have 2/3 squared. That tells us 2/3 times itself twice. You could use your calculator, or you can multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator, and you come up with an answer of 4/9. Now what I would like you guys to do is individually, I would like you guys to complete the following exercises. I would like you to do the table. I would like you to do number 2, 3, and 4. And then when you're finished, you can check yourself with the student notes that I have provided. When you're finished with that, you can ask for the exit ticket.